Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. I will show you how I made this round card. It's really simple and fast. I enjoyed very much working on these. I made about 20 of them, I believe. But here I'm going to show you how I made one of them. I love the combination of red, white, and gray. I think I've seen that combination for Christmas a lot so far this year. It's a very simple card with a simple message on it, but I think it was just so fun to make. It reminds me of an ornament. So here we go. So I took this chevron paper, white and red paper. I cut it in half, and I believe that right here you can see that I have enough supplies to make 2 of these tags. So now what I'm doing is I cut that circle in half, and I'm going to glue that to the bottom of my circle. That's what you see me doing here. I love to use tacky glue for these types of projects. It's a lot less expensive than the archival type of glue that you find in scrapbooking places, and it's a lot cheaper, and I love how tacky it is. So I don't have to hold things in place. I can just put them down most of the time, and within, a second, it's caught on, and I don't have to worry about it falling off or anything like that. The only thing that I do have to say is that when working with tacky glue and paper, you do have to be aware of the amount of glue you're putting down. You cannot put down a really thick and heavy layer, because that will warp your paper a little, and it will show through on your project. So the main thing to keep in mind when you're working with tacky glue is to make sure that you put down a thin layer, and it's really easy to do once you get once you see the consistency of what's coming out of the bottle and how hard you're squeezing and so forth. So it's not that bad. It might take you a couple of tries. I've been using tacky glue for a really long time, so I'd like to say I'm pretty good at it, at gauging the amount of glue that comes out of that bottle. So here, the next step that I'm doing, cutting the red strip of paper, and I believe that's about 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna cut out a fishtail at the end of that 1/4 inch red paper. The next thing I'm gonna do is stamp the sentiment on the white area, and this is just a stamp set. I don't remember where I purchased it, to be honest. I may have purchased it on Joann's.com. I don't remember the brand. It may be Bo Bunny. It's not a high quality stamp, but I do like some of the sentiments and things that come on it. I just need to be careful when I stamp it down, because when the stamps are not high quality, they tend to be a little squishier, and I do remember that this stamp set is quite squishy, and what it does, it'll kind of blur your message. So they're still, for the price that I probably paid, it was a good deal. Now it's just, once you have a squishy stamp like this, you just have to be careful about how much pressure you apply on the stamp when you're putting it down. I'm using Simon Says Stamp circle dies. I love this set. It's awesome for making tags and for making cards. And I'm using my Cuttlebug. As you can see, my plates are really worn, and that's because I've used this Cuttlebug for years, and I have never replaced the plates, and I have mass produced year after year, and I believe I've had this Cuttlebug for a minimum of 4 years, if not, I want to say it's more like 5 or 6 years that I purchased this Cuttlebug, and honestly, it's been one of the best investments I've ever had, that I've ever made into my scrapbooking, because I use it in just about every project. I've accumulated quite a bit of ties over time, but I love this machine. I love the way it cuts. I love everything about it. And I prefer this, even though it is more labor than, say, a Cricut. I love the way that it cuts. I like the final product of any word, any shape, anything that I ever use it for. The way it comes out, it looks professional, and I absolutely recommend it. If you're going to buy one thing, one big item for your scrapbooking, I recommend the Cuttlebug, or any other type of die cutting machine out there, not just the Cuttlebug. So here you can see that what I did is I punched out 2 circles from the gray cardstock, and now I'm gluing down the other circle that I had worked on previously. Now I'm going to proceed to make a circle at the top of this tag, and I'm going to put in thread in the baker's twine you see up there, the red and white baker's twine. But before I do that, I'm going to put on my stamp that says to and from on the back. And that's just a random stamp that I purchased, I believe, at Michael's with a Halloween kit. And I really like the font, so I kept that. So here I am threading in the baker's twine, and we're just about done with this project. I will be posting other projects, other videos soon, and I hope you'll join me. My name is Liliana Lua, and I hope you enjoyed this process video of making Christmas tags. Quick, easy. You can actually even go in and change the sentiment on these tags to read other things because they're so versatile. So I hope to see you here next time for my next video. Have a great time. Till next time. Bye.